Have you ever reached for a handful of nuts thinking you're making a smart, healthy choice, only to wonder later if they might actually be doing more harm than good? You're not alone. Nuts are often praised as nature's perfect snack, rich in protein, fiber, and heart-healthy fats. But here's the truth many people don't talk about. Not all nuts are created equal, especially when you're over 65 and your nutritional needs begin to shift. Some nuts can support your heart, sharpen your memory, boost your immune system, and even improve your skin. Others, they could quietly sabotage your efforts to maintain a healthy weight, control your blood sugar, or protect your digestive system. In this video, we're diving deep into the 4 nuts you should absolutely include in your daily routine, and 4 you might want to avoid or eat only in moderation. We'll uncover what makes certain nuts powerhouses of longevity, and why others, despite their popularity, may not be the best choice for older adults. Whether you're managing your cholesterol, keeping your blood pressure in check, or simply looking for snacks that won't throw off your energy levels, this guide is for you. So grab a seat, maybe even a handful of your favorite, hopefully healthy nuts, and stick with us until the end. Because sometimes the smallest change, like swapping one snack for another, can make the biggest difference in how you feel every day. And hey, if you've been snacking on the wrong kind all these years, don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do. Let's get started. 4 types of nuts you should eat. 1. Almonds, a simple snack with big benefits for your heart and skin. If you're looking for a snack that's both satisfying and seriously good for your heart, almonds deserve a spot on your plate. These small, teardrop-shaped nuts might seem unassuming, but they carry a powerful punch, especially for older adults aiming to stay healthy and vibrant. What makes almonds so special? For starters, they're packed with monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil, that help reduce bad LDL cholesterol and increase good HDL cholesterol. For seniors watching their heart health, this balance is crucial. A daily serving, about 23 almonds or 1 ounce, is a smart, manageable way to show your heart some love. But the benefits don't stop at your arteries. Almonds are also rich in magnesium, a mineral many people over 65 are unknowingly low in. Magnesium plays a vital role in blood pressure regulation, nerve function, and even helps your muscles, including your heart, perform at their best. Low levels can sneak up on you in the form of fatigue, cramps, or irregular heartbeats. Looking to maintain youthful skin? Almonds are a natural source of vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps fight off the oxidative stress that contributes to wrinkles and sun damage. One important tip: watch out for flavored varieties like honey-roasted or chocolate-covered almonds. They often come loaded with added sugars and oils that cancel out the health benefits. In short, almonds aren't just tasty, they're a senior-friendly superfood that supports heart health, smooth skin, and steady energy. Just a small handful a day can make a big impact. 2. Walnuts, a brain-friendly nut that looks the part. Ever notice that a walnut looks a bit like a tiny brain? It's no coincidence. This nut doesn't just resemble the brain, it supports it too. For those of us in our golden years, staying mentally sharp is just as important as keeping our bodies strong. And walnuts are one of the best foods you can eat for long-term brain health. That's because they're one of the few nuts rich in alpha-linolenic acid ALA, a plant-based form of omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are essential for reducing inflammation, something that silently contributes to memory loss, slower thinking, and age-related cognitive decline. But that's just the beginning. Walnuts also contain polyphenols and vitamin E, 2 antioxidants that help protect your brain cells from oxidative stress, a fancy way of saying they help keep your brain from rusting over time. In fact, studies suggest that older adults who regularly eat walnuts may experience better memory and improved processing speed. And here's a surprising bonus. Walnuts may also help regulate blood sugar. That's especially important if you're managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, conditions that can negatively impact brain health if not kept in check. A typical serving, about 14 walnut halves or 1 ounce, delivers all these benefits without overloading your calorie intake. Just be mindful not to overdo it, since like most nuts, walnuts are calorie-dense. They're great sprinkled over oatmeal, blended into smoothies, or just enjoyed as a snack. If you find their flavor a little bitter, try lightly roasting them to bring out a deeper, buttery taste. For seniors aiming to stay sharp, focused, and mentally agile, walnuts may be one of the smartest additions you can make to your diet. 3. Pistachios, a smart snack for weight control and eye health. When it comes to snacking smart after 65, pistachios might just be one of your best allies. Not only are they crunchy and satisfying, but they also offer some surprising health benefits, especially for older adults looking to maintain a healthy weight and protect their vision. Compared to other nuts, pistachios are a bit lighter on the calorie scale, about 120 to 130 calories per ounce, depending on whether they're shelled or not. That's good news if you're watching your waistline. Even better, they're rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats, a trio that helps you feel fuller longer and reduce mindless snacking. There's also a built-in speed bump with pistachios, the shells. Having to crack open each nut slows you down, giving your brain time to recognize you're getting full. In fact, studies show that leaving the empty shells in sight can even help you keep track of how much you've eaten. But pistachios offer more than portion control. They're also great for your eyes. These little green gems are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants known for protecting against age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. Just remember, not all pistachios are created equal. Skip the heavily salted or flavored varieties and stick with unsalted roasted options for maximum benefit without added sodium or sugar. A standard serving is about 49 pistachios, 1 ounce. Plenty to keep your taste buds happy while supporting your health. Whether you're pairing them with fruit, tossing them on a salad, or enjoying them solo, pistachios are more than a snack. They're a smart investment in your health, from head to toe. 4. Brazil nuts. Small nut, big benefits for your thyroid and immune system. If you're over 65 and paying close attention to energy levels, metabolism, or immune health, here's a nut that deserves a second look: Brazil nuts. They may not be as common in your pantry as almonds or walnuts, but Brazil nuts are true nutritional heavyweights, thanks largely to one standout mineral, selenium. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day, yes, that's really all you need, can supply your body with the recommended daily amount of selenium, a powerful trace mineral essential for thyroid function and immune strength. As we age, the thyroid, a small gland in your neck, can slow down. When that happens, you might notice fatigue, weight gain, or even mood changes. Selenium helps your body produce and regulate key thyroid hormones like T3 and T4, which are crucial for maintaining energy and metabolic balance. But Brazil nuts don't stop there. They're also rich in antioxidants, working alongside vitamin E to reduce inflammation and support the immune system. Important defenses when you're more vulnerable to seasonal illnesses or slower recovery. Here's a word of caution though: more isn't better. Brazil nuts are extremely high in selenium, and overdoing it can actually be harmful. Symptoms of too much selenium can include brittle nails, stomach upset, or more serious issues if consumed in excess regularly. That's why they're best thought of as a daily supplement, not a snack. You can finely chop one and sprinkle it into your morning oatmeal or blend it into a smoothie. No need to eat a handful. When enjoyed responsibly, Brazil nuts offer an efficient, natural way to support your thyroid, enhance immunity, and promote long-term vitality. 4 types of nuts you should limit or avoid. 1. Macadamia nuts. Tasty, but watch those calories. Let's be honest, macadamia nuts taste amazing. Their rich, buttery texture and mild sweetness make them a luxurious snack or a decadent addition to cookies and trail mix. But if you're over 65 and watching your weight, blood pressure, or cholesterol, macadamias may not be the best daily choice. Here's why. Macadamia nuts are one of the highest calorie nuts out there, packing over 200 calories and 21 grams of fat per ounce. That's only about 10 to 12 nuts. While much of the fat is monounsaturated, which can support heart health, the sheer density of calories makes it incredibly easy to overdo it without realizing. And unlike almonds or pistachios, macadamias go down quickly. Their soft texture requires little chewing, which removes one of the natural barriers that usually help us pace ourselves. That means a few extra handfuls can add up fast, especially during the holidays or when mindlessly snacking. What's more, macadamia products are often coated with sugar, salt, or chocolate, making them more of a dessert than a health food. These added ingredients increase your risk of blood pressure spikes, weight gain, and inflammation, particularly if you have existing heart concerns. That doesn't mean you need to ban them forever, but think of macadamia as more like a special treat than a daily snack. If you do indulge, go for the raw or dry roasted kind and limit yourself to a measured serving, not handfuls from the jar. You can even use a few chopped macadamias as a garnish on a salad or blend them into a small batch of homemade pesto for a controlled, flavorful boost. In short, delicious, yes, but moderation is absolutely key. 2. Peanuts. Popular but packed with hidden risks. Peanuts are a beloved American staple. From peanut butter sandwiches to roasted snacks at ball games, they're everywhere. But despite their popularity, peanuts carry more health risks than many people realize, especially for older adults. First, a quick fact. Peanuts aren't technically nuts at all. They're legumes in the same family as beans and lentils. While that may seem like trivia, it matters. Many people assume they're interchangeable with tree nuts like almonds or walnuts, but their nutritional profile and potential health concerns are quite different. One major red flag is allergies. Peanut allergies are among the most severe and life-threatening, affecting millions of Americans. For seniors who live with grandkids or visit public places frequently, cross-contact is a serious concern. Even trace exposure can cause dangerous reactions in those who are sensitive. But there's another less obvious threat: aflatoxins, toxic compounds produced by molds that can grow in peanuts stored in warm, humid conditions. Even though the FDA regulates allowable levels, older adults with weakened immune systems or existing liver conditions may be more vulnerable to the long-term risks, including liver damage and cancer. On top of that, many popular peanut products aren't exactly heart-healthy. Commercial peanut butters are often loaded with added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and excess sodium. Even dry roasted or flavored peanuts can contain hidden preservatives or artificial additives. That said, natural peanut butter made from just peanuts and a pinch of salt can still be part of a balanced diet if you're not allergic and you practice portion control. Stick to 2 tablespoons or less and store your peanuts in a cool, dry place to reduce mold risk. In short, peanuts aren't inherently bad, but they demand caution, especially for seniors. When in doubt, consult a doctor before making them a regular snack. 3. Pine nuts. Delicate, pricey, and not always worth the trouble. Pine nuts may sound fancy, and they often are. These buttery, pale seeds have long been used in gourmet dishes like pesto, salads, and Mediterranean cuisine. But when it comes to everyday snacking and senior health, pine nuts may not be the wisest choice. Let's start with their biggest issue: fragility. Pine nuts have a very high oil content, which makes them spoil faster than most other nuts. If they're not stored properly, ideally in the refrigerator or freezer, they can turn rancid, leaving behind a stale or sour taste that's hard to ignore. And then there's the strange phenomenon known as pine mouth. Some people report a bitter or metallic taste that lingers for days after eating pine nuts. While not dangerous, it can make meals unpleasant and unpredictable, something no one wants, especially if your sense of taste is already changing with age. From a nutritional standpoint, pine nuts are lower in protein and fiber than more common options like almonds or pistachios. That means they won't keep you full for long, which makes them less ideal for appetite control or blood sugar stability. 2 concerns especially relevant for people over 65. They're also expensive. Ounce for ounce, pine nuts can cost 2 to 3 times more than other nuts, and you're getting less nutritional value for the price. If you enjoy their unique flavor, treat them like a garnish, not a snack. Add a tablespoon over a salad or pasta dish, or mix a small handful into a homemade pesto. But for daily nutrition and value, there are better nuts to reach for. 4. Chestnuts, festive and sweet, but not ideal for daily nutrition. Chestnuts often evoke cozy holiday memories, roasting over an open fire, adding sweetness to stuffing, or served warm during festive meals. And while they're certainly comforting, chestnuts don't offer the same nutritional value as other nuts, especially for older adults focused on heart health, blood sugar, or sustained energy. Unlike almonds or walnuts, chestnuts are very low in fat, less than 2 grams per 100 grams, which is far below the 50 to 60 grams found in most nuts. While that might sound like a benefit, it actually means they lack the healthy fats that support brain and heart health, reduce inflammation, and keep you feeling full longer. What chestnuts do have is starch, a lot of it. About 80% of their calories come from carbohydrates, making them more like a grain or potato than a nut. This high-carb profile can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, which is a red flag for seniors managing diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. They also offer relatively little protein, just 1 to 2 grams per ounce, compared to 6 or 7 grams in almonds or peanuts. That means they're less satisfying as a snack and won't help much with muscle maintenance or appetite control. That said, chestnuts do have some redeeming qualities. They contain a bit of vitamin C, are naturally gluten-free, and can be used creatively in soups or purees. But they're best enjoyed occasionally and in small portions. If you do indulge, try pairing chestnuts with a source of protein or fat, like Greek yogurt, turkey slices, or a few almonds, to balance the meal. Bottom line, delicious for the holidays, but not your everyday super nut. So what have we learned today? When it comes to nuts, the key isn't just in choosing them, but in choosing wisely. We've explored 4 powerhouse nuts: almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, each offering unique benefits for your heart, brain, metabolism, skin, and thyroid. These are the kinds of foods that, when added to your daily routine in moderate amounts, can truly support healthy aging. But we also looked at 4 nuts that deserve more caution: macadamias, peanuts, pine nuts, and chestnuts. While not inherently bad, these come with hidden risks like excess calories, allergens, unstable oils, or high carbohydrate loads, especially concerning for older adults managing conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or weight concerns. Remember, a small daily choice can make a long-term difference. Swapping out one kind of nut for another, or adjusting your portion size, could support your energy, memory, heart, and overall vitality well into your 70s, 80s, or beyond. If you're ever unsure about how nuts fit into your personal health plan, especially if you're taking medications or managing chronic conditions, talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to nutrition, especially as we age. Now, if you found value in today's video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below with one nut you're planning to add or avoid based on what you learn. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more smart, senior-friendly wellness tips. Until next time, stay well, snack smart, and take care of yourself. You've earned it.